Okay, so, hi Cancer. Your May 2010 has a lot to do with you guys trying to, I don't want to say cover up the past, but you're definitely trying to put something to rest, put something to sleep. Cancer, for the month of May, you are going to have the opportunities for a lot of new beginnings, for fresh starts, for creating something. Some of you may be creating your own website. Some of you may be creating your own YouTube page. Some of you may be creating your own business, so to speak. Some of you are picking up franchises as well. There are a lot of Cancerians who have been, I'm going to say, over the bridge. Whether that means you've typically or literally gone over a bridge, or you're over the bridge with a certain situation. Some of you, this is about a relationship. Some of you, this is about traveling to meet someone, maybe traveling cross country, maybe traveling from one state to another, but definitely crossing over something. For some of you, maybe a loved one had passed over and crossed over to the other side. Maybe that's what I'm saying about crossed over. There is also, in relationships for Cancerians, there is going to be hope, because a lot of you have lost hope in a situation that has to do with a partner, a life partner. It also has to do with walking away, or some of you actually walked toward. Rather than walked away, you've actually walked toward someone. You've actually tried to initiate the conversation. You've actually tried to initiate the connection. For some of you, this is a work love. For some of you, this is a love that has to do with your surrounding area. Could be around your home. Definitely, you suffer for a lot of you around your job. It seems a lot of Cancerians are unable to pick things up where they left off in certain degree with an old relationship that had been terminated. A relationship that just can't get past the go button. A relationship that ended due to a third party situation. Sorry about that. I do feel like a lot of you don't know how to move on, don't know where to go forward. But you are going to be able to make these changes. You are going to be able to include certain chapters of this particular situation to your next relationship, because the way I say that is what lessons you've learned in the past from a damaging, a toxic, no good relationship. You're going to be able to take a lot of information from that, the lessons that you learned, and implement them into this new relationship that's coming. Cancerians are not going to stay single. May is going to be the very beginning where you start to make adjustments, where you start to get together with somebody, where you start to build. Your foundation is very strong. I feel like whatever you had dealt with in the past, whatever you had dealt with in the past, is nothing but a stepping stone that's got you up higher. For a lot of you, you've had stepping stones, a lot of signs, especially for May. I do feel like there is something very clear to be seen, something that you may have tried to avoid in the past, but is now going to be something very clear, something that's going to be very obvious. Some of you may have juggled some things for quite a while, and I feel like you might have been juggling 2 jobs plus a situation at home. I feel like the stress was overwhelming for a lot of you Cancerians, not knowing which way was up. For a lot of you, felt like you were drowning in a financial situation, didn't know how to get yourself out of some type of debt. I feel like your partner was not helpful in trying to help you resolve the situation, but they sure did help when you were spending the money. There is a lot of you who may have taken out loans for somebody or lent money to someone. I feel like you're having a hard time getting that money back. For a lot of you Cancerians, there's also somebody visiting somebody in a hospital in the month of May. I'm also feeling that there's going to be someone dealing with a court case in the month of May. This is going to definitely go in your favor. I feel like there's also going to be a blessing around where you live, or about the weather that's around you, something like that, because there's a certain event coming up, and I feel like the weather is going to complement that particular event. So whatever that is, don't be worried about it. Also, somebody's out purchasing a lot of new clothes, whether you're doing that for summertime or whether you're doing that for a specific occasion. But I do feel like you will pick between 2 places and you will go where the cheaper price is. I feel like you're smart enough to realize that you can get the same outfit at another place for a lot cheaper, so that's good. I feel like you're being very conscientious with your money. For some of you, there is a closing bell. There's a bell ringing. something to do with a bell. Could be a church bell, could be a bell where something is over, could be like a fighting bell, meaning that if you were arguing with somebody, that fight is now done and over with. It will not continue. I am feeling like in the month of May, there's going to be opportunities for new jobs, new careers, a change in the work status, whether you're part-time going to full-time. For some of you, you may be full-time going to part-time because you're going to take on a different full-time job. So you may keep a full-time and a part-time. For some of you, I do feel like it is the third time, whatever that means for you. It is the third time. Something's the third time. You're giving a third chance. You're giving a third opportunity. I just get 3. So maybe it has to do with baseball too. 3 strikes, somebody's out. So maybe somebody's going to wait for 1 more 3. Also, too, I'm getting something where someone is very shallow. Somebody is thinking very shallow. Somebody's being very inconsiderate or has been very inconsiderate to you, not thinking about your feelings or your emotions or what you're going through. I also feel like there is somebody who's wondering, kind of like gravity, what goes up must come down. So you're wondering, okay, it's all good right now in this situation, this relationship or my work, but I'm kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm waiting to see when something bad's going to happen. I'm waiting to see when my partner's going to cheat and lie to me again. I'm waiting to see if they're going to let me down. I'm waiting to see if they're going to break my heart. So I definitely feel like that's really strong. And that's sad because you're spending so much time and energy worrying that you're not actually enjoying the moments that you do have. For some of you, it's going to take about 2.5 weeks or 2.5 months to get yourself financially where you need to be. Your finances seem to be a very big part of your worries and stress right now. But please, be patient. Know that good things are coming. Abundance is on the way to you. I do feel like you're going to push through whatever strategy or strategic moments that you have going on right now. Anything that's creating a struggle for you, you're definitely going to push right through it. For some of you, you are going to a bank. Maybe you're going to meet somebody at a bank. Maybe somebody new is where you get introduced to, or where you just have general conversation, which turns into a love offer. And this is at a bank. I've never seen that. Okay, so I'm also being told with some of you trying to keep up around the house, trying to keep up with the chores, trying to keep up with the work. I feel like you're a bit overwhelmed. Somebody may be taking care of somebody else's children right now, doing somebody a favor. Could be a sister's children, a brother's children, a cousin's children. But I feel like you're trying to take off the burden off of someone else, and you're totally overwhelmed with what you're doing. But it's not going to last much longer, but you are definitely helping a situation out immensely, and you will be greatly appreciated. Also, for some of you, maybe in the Miami area, the Florida area. Some of you may be around the California area because it's feeling like a lot of water, a lot of heat. Could also be Hawaii. But I do feel like whatever you're doing, somebody may witness a wedding on the beach. Somebody may even have a wedding that's going to be scheduled on the beach. Or you're just going to a wedding, like I said. I also feel like somebody's believing that they don't have any privacy, that somebody's either watching them, spying on them, listening on their phone. Maybe somebody's got a tracking device on your car. Maybe somebody's trying to really keep a very close private eye kind of thing on you. Somebody may be playing kind of games. Somebody also may be shooting hoops, shooting basketball, or just taking like fake chances, odd chances. Somebody else is making empty promises, so be aware of that for the month of May. There are secrets indoor. There's secrets indoors. So whether you're indoor at a party, a function, a sporting event, whatever, you're going to find out about secrets that are within the doors. I don't know what that means. Secrets within the doors. Maybe you're in one part of a room of a house and somebody else is in another part, and somebody might be telling secrets or talking about secrets. Some of you may realize that your partner has their phone off, the ringer off, the text message sound, any notifications off, so that they can't get caught up in some bullshit that they're doing right now. So they're trying to be very sneaky, extra careful. But I feel like you're going to catch on to this. Try it yourself. Block your number and try to call their phone and see if it rings. For some of you, I feel like it is feeling like a life and death situation. You feel like it's either all or nothing. You feel like this relationship is either needs to be completely fixed, or you're going to have to walk completely away from it. I do feel like a lot of people are finding the complexity in the relationships that they're in not to be so worth it. They're totally mentally, emotionally exhausting. I am getting that some of you, I don't know who is going to be going to watch a live sporting event. I keep hearing that. Also, somebody is definitely on their way, whether it's baseball, whether it's hockey, I'm not sure. But somebody's definitely on their way somewhere. Somebody's taking a trip. Somebody's going back and forth. Somebody is definitely trying to make a decision, because in my mind I see the Two of Swords. So somebody's trying to make a decision about two people, about two situations. Somebody is trying to decide where they actually belong, where they actually fit in. For some of you, I feel like you're tired of being single. For some of you, it feels like you've been waiting, and nobody's coming along. But you're not changing anything you're doing. You're not changing nothing. You're being stagnant. You're staying home most of the time. You're not going out and doing things. Some of you claim you have nobody to go out and do things with. Then you need to join a group. You need to join some kind of activity, extracurricular activity after work. You will find better things to do. You will get more opportunities in love. Some of you are doing that online dating. Be very careful. Be careful, very careful with the online dating. Also, somebody too just purchased high-top sneakers, whoever that is. I feel like you just got high-top sneakers. Somebody's trying to support their ankles. It's all about supporting the ankles. For some of you, there is a lot of pressure on you about having to make a purchase, and I don't feel like you're quite ready for that yet. Whether that's being pushed into engagement, whether that's being pushed into buying a big home, I don't think it's for you right now. It's time to be careful and simple. Just have more money saved up to put down. You don't even have enough money saved up to put down to take the big burden off of you, so please try and do that right away. A lot of you are working very hard and playing less. Working hard, playing less. I feel like you need to take some more time for playtime, because you're getting overwhelmed and burned out. So be careful of burning out in the month of May. Okay? Anything else? Anything else? For Cancerians, anything else? Cancerians, you may feel like you're in a mystery box. You may feel like you're trying to solve something, paying attention to clues, signs, sounds, people, searching somebody on Facebook, watching things on social media, trying to find out things that somebody else won't tell you. But I do feel like you will discover the truth very soon. That is going to help you to make a decision on which way to go, to the left or to the right. So, with that being said, I hope that helps. That's pretty much all the details that I have for the month of May. But stay tuned for my lives, and we'll definitely find something there. Okay? We'll do something for you.